Today is the 41st day of the Omer, which is 5 weeks and 6 days. And as we're getting closer and closer to Shavuot, we're still in the 6th week that is under the heading of Yesod, which means foundation, bonding, connecting. And today is Yesod shebayesod, that the quality that Yosef Tzaddik was very well known with. This is a connection. There's many aspects involved here, whether it's the connection of heaven and earth or connection with people. And with Yosef Tzaddik, he was a person that was known for being very careful with Shmirat HaLashon, Shmirat HaBrit, Shmirat HaEnaim. He was very careful how he connected with people to be should be holy and pure. He was careful with what he saw, careful with what he said, and careful in aspects that have to do with procreation and with morality and modesty. And nowadays, there's a subject that would be connected to this is a person to be careful how people dress. Both men and women should be dressed in a refined way, in a way that is modest, in a way that covers what needs to be covered. And from this will come many blessings. We see that Yosef Tzaddik, he was able to feed the whole world. He had so much grain, and when he was the second in command of Egypt, that he fed the whole world. And Chachamim explain he was able to have that beracha because of the tzniut, because of the aspect of what he's known for being very modest and being very careful with the laws that have to do with morality. So that is also for us a lesson for this day and age. There could be sometimes, in terms of fashion, tempting ways to get dressed, and it's the way for a man or a lady to be dressed is the more tzniut, the more modest, and the more a person is careful with those aspects, that it should be a refined and dignified type of dress, then the more, along with other aspects that have to do with this quality of Yesod, the more he will merit to have an abundance and blessing in everything that he does, just like Yosef Tzaddik was. And actually, this day that is known for Yesod of Yesod is a day that typically people go to the Kever Yosef. So last night and early morning, there were thousands of people that went to Kever Yosef in Israel, in the city of Shechem. They went there to pay tribute to Yosef Tzaddik. So we learn a Mishnah or two from the end of the Perek Chamishi of the 5th Perek in Pirkei Avot. Ben Bagbag Omer, Ben Bagbag used to say, Hafoch ba'ava, foch ba de kulaba. Turn it over and turn it over. In other words, be involved in delve and learn Torah, that everything is in the Torah. There is so much to be gained in the Torah beyond just the plain literal meaning of the words. The more you learn Torah, the more you'll be able to learn and absorb from it knowledge that will be pertinent and relevant to everything that is out there in the world. Because everything is in it. And you'll be involved in it. And even to the old age, no matter how much Torah you learn, as old as a person becomes, he should continue to learn Torah. And from it you should not move. Why? You should not say, well, I've already learned enough Torah, maybe I'll go and get involved in other things. That you have nothing else that will be better than Torah. Torah is the most important thing in the world, and the more you learn Torah, the better. So don't remove yourself from it, even at old age. The next Mishnah, this is the final Mishnah in this chapter. Ben He Omer lefum tzara agra. Ben He used to say, lefum tzara agra, according to the effort and according to how you apply yourself, and even it involves a certain amount of difficulty, and your effort is involved in what you're doing in terms of mitzvot, learning Torah. You may need to miss certain hours of sleep. In fulfilling the mitzvot, you may have to have a certain type of dedication and some commitment. that will involve effort and tzara, maybe even a little bit of suffering sometimes in a certain way. But you know what? The more the effort is involved, the more you apply yourself, the more agra, which means the more reward you'll have. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen, and Shabbat Shalom.